They have one side which is clear plastic, so it's easier
Sort
to
of.
view. Yeah, and it's not perfect. It's not like a window of glass, but it does make it a little easier to see through it.
Okay, so it looks as though it's got fabric on three sides and that film on the other, and that looks like the door that you have to access this?
Yes, it's a zipper.
Okay.
And you need to make sure when you zip it up that you do it here and here, so that if a caterpillar does decide to put their chrysalis right here on the zipper area, that you can still get in and out of the habitat. So leave yourself enough room to be able to get in and out.
That's clever. And where did you buy these habitats?
I can't remember the name exactly, but they are online.
Okay.
Okay.
So if they just did a Google search on butterfly habitat, you'd find them?
Yes.
Okay,
These
terrific.
actually came as, I bought 2 of these as a set, and we use them, I'll show you later, when we get into chrysalis and so on, the difference and how we can use the 2 of them. All right, I'm gonna do these one at a time so I don't knock the eggs off of the plants. I've got a tray with a towel and I've got a paper towel over it, and the paper towel I use so that I can remove it every day to clean up.
What are you actually trying to clean up?
All the poopies.
Oh,
With these guys eating as much as they do, what goes in has to come out. So that's part of the fun of raising them.
so it's like being right back to being a mother again, cleaning
That's
up
it.
after your babies.
Yeah, you feed them and you clean up after them. That's it.
Well, that's absolutely terrific.
Here we go.
So now, other than just keeping an eye on these guys, there's not much to do for the next couple of days.
Well, I have to go in every day and check on them. Right now, until the rest of them hatch, there's not going to be a lot of activity. But we've got 3 that have already hatched since yesterday in here. So
3 caterpillars.
Yes, they are going to be growing and eating, and as they do so, they're going to make their little poops. And so I will go in and pull this all out and clean it up, and then put new towels down. And then later, as they get a little bit bigger, particularly after maybe 4 or 5 days, they're going to start demolishing all the leaves that are here. And that's when I start cutting from other plants outside and bringing in new plants that I'll stick into the in the pots to give them additional food.
And the plants that you stick in, you're just sticking in a stem, and they do manage to draw enough moisture out of the soil to be able to keep their food relatively moist.
Yes, because
That's
I
terrific.
change that every day. I know they will go through stuff. We will end up with, I think I've counted at least 15 eggs in this batch.
Okay.
But we've also got a few others that we had on flat leaves from other plants. So those, once they hatch and start eating the leaves, we will bring in and we'll add them in here to one of the pots.
So you put the leaves with the hatches in those pots.
And I just lay them in here,
Great idea.
and then they can jump onto the other branches and
Okay.
join the rest of the group.
So at this point, the ones that are on the tray that you're going to add later and the ones that are on these plants at the present time are still either eggs or tiny, tiny, tiny hatchlings.
Correct.
Okay, and the one we saw in an earlier video that was about 1/8 of an inch long, he's on one of these plants.
Yes.
I say he, we won't really know whether it's a he or a she until it hatches from the chrysalis
That's right.
in about a month.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Cherie, for your the information about your butterflies, and we wish you well on the continuation of the process, and we look forward to watching every single stage of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.